Hi, this is Lisa Anderson, owner of a healing place and a licensed professional counselor in Neenah, Wisconsin. Today, I want to talk a little bit about social isolation and the impact that that is having on everyone's mental health. I keep having clients say again and again and again, especially my clients who are single and live alone, I didn't realize how much I miss touch or connecting with others. This is a really important issue that is happening right now and one that shouldn't be taken lightly. One of the things I would really recommend for those people is that you make sure you're doing social connection through some type of social platform. You can try Skype, FaceTime, Google Hangouts, Zoom. There's so many platforms out there in order to have connection. So make sure that you're doing that. The other important thing is you want to make sure you're still doing things that you need to do every day, like go to work from home. So you want to get up at the same time. You want to get dressed in some type of professional attire. Then you want to make sure that you are staying on some type of schedule if possible. Now, I know for those of you who are working from home and are parents, that can't always be easy because you do have two children and some of you are trying to homeschool also. So this is where teamwork needs to come into play, where one spouse or one significant other is taking the time to take care of the children while the other one works. And it's important that all employers recognize right now their staff are probably going to be working outside of the regular work hours to accommodate all that is needing to happen. You also want to make sure that you're getting outside at least an hour a day, being exercise, if it's yard work, whatever that might be, you need to be getting outside and you need to keep your body moving. For those of you who have children, it's really great to get children outside and playing games. Remember, think about what it was like when we were before social technology and you played outside. I'm 51 years old. I remember a time where there was nothing like this. We played outside from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. And we did this every day that we could during the summer and after school. We were always outside. Great games to help with focus for children are things like, if you recall, red light, green light, where you make the child stop and go. That makes them pay attention, makes them focus, and is fun and has movement. Movement is so important for our mental health. You also want to make sure you're eating healthy. So it's been really, I've noticed for myself even that it's like, oh, this is kind of like a vacation, and I'm eating more junkier food than I normally would, but I've also noticed that I'm having more sluggish feeling and I'm having a little bit more headaches. So I realized I'm moving outside of the way I normally eat. So now I've put back into place my healthy eating, drinking water, not thinking of this as a vacation and that I can just splurge on all these comfort foods. Mine particularly is macaroni and cheese. So trying to find ways to stay healthy that way. You want to limit your time on news and media outlets. They are good to have information, but watching too much of that is going to impact your mental health. It begins to feel very overwhelming. It begins to feel very sad. I know that there are many healthcare responders out there right now who are really struggling with their mental health because of what they are seeing and impacting. Their stories are heartfelt, and you get gravitated into that. And it's important that they know that we support them and care about them, but if all you do is watch videos of that type or watch news, you are going to see an increase in depressive and anxiety symptoms. So you need to limit that. In fact, you need to limit TV watching as much as possible. The other thing that you want to also add into your day, if you're not already doing this, is some type of relaxation technique. So the body cannot be anxious if the muscles are relaxed. So if you relax your muscles, there's one exercise where you can tighten all the muscles up for about 10 to 15, possibly 30 seconds, and do that. And then you release them. And you do that several times until you find they're relaxed. Right now, I can feel I have tension in my neck. So I'm rolling it back and forth to release that tension. You want to do some type of stretching or yoga or Pilates or something that makes you really focus in on your breathing. You want to do breathing in and breathing out. There's certain different types of theories out there about deep breathing. I particularly try to do one where I'm breathing in for the count of 4 or 5. I hold that breath to 7, and then I blow out through 8. That is a theory that is used of a type of breathing that by slowing that down, you're going to reduce that heart rate and relax your whole parasympathetic system, which is your nervous system that activates anxiety and agitation. So really think about ways to do that. And the final thing is how you think really is how you will feel. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're worried about finances, if you feel like this is never going to end, you are going to be more impacted. It's important to do reframing of those thoughts. This is going to end. It may not end quickly or as fast as we all had hoped, but it will end. We will return to a normal society again. You have financial issues. Right now, banks are sending email after email to let you know we are willing to work with you. Our auto loans are also doing the same thing. If you have school loans, those are going to go on a 6 month break as long as they're backed by the government. You are going to be able to talk to your landlord. Everyone is trying to keep people doing well financially. Small businesses, there's loans out there now that are a bit much easier to access. Our taxes have been extended to July 15th in order to file them. There's all these activities going on to try and help you not have those financial concerns. The other thing that you really have to focus on is how to think more positively, which means how do you be grateful? There is something to be grateful every single day. Even right now, if it's I'm grateful I'm not sick, or I'm grateful that my family members aren't sick, or I'm grateful that I have a job that's still employing me, because there are some people who don't, or I'm grateful that I have a way to get some money but through the government, or that they're putting a hiatus on some of our loans to help us. So find those things that are grateful. I know for me, I am so grateful that I have a beautiful family and a husband that loves me, my daughter, my son-in-law, my granddaughter, who I FaceTime several times a day just to get my little baby granddaughter fix that I need. I'm also socially isolated right now. We are typically usually babysitting my granddaughter on Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's not happening. And I'm having to see all my clients via telehealth. And so it feels a little bit more isolating, but it's what I need to do in order to be a part of the greater good, which is to protect our society. So find ways to connect. Recognize that what you're doing is a positive thing, that you're making a choice to stay home, not have to, but choose to in order to help your society. If you take some of these tips and you try them, I know you will feel better. But finally, if you really are struggling with your mental health, there are many therapists, myself included, who are offering telehealth, and that is billed and can be paid through insurances. So it's something that is an alternative use for you. And if you're having any suicidal thinking at all, please contact your local crisis center. You can contact the police department if you're feeling like you're actually going to do something, or you can contact the National Prevention Suicide Hotline, which is located at 1-800-273-8255. Again, that is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. I'm also going to put in my bottom of this video ways to contact a healing place if you're interested in telehealth. And if your insurance is not in our contract or will not be a provider of ours, we do have self-rate pay that you can choose that is pretty reasonable. So please take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, and take care of your spiritual health, because those three things will get you through this. Remember, this is a temporary situation. It too shall pass. Have a very great day, and I hope to talk to you soon.